After installing Revit software on your system, you need to see whether if you have the necessary templates and libraries on your system or not. Now, to do this, to check this, you need to open up your PC files. Here we go. Then from your C drive, program data, then AutoCAD folder, select RVT here. Oh, and by the way, if you're using the 25th version of the software, this would be RVT 2025. Alright, anyway, I'm going to open this up, and in here we have three important files, which are family template, library, and template itself. Now, don't get me wrong, the rest are important as well, but we don't need them for now. Alright, first I'm going to enter template folder. Now in here you might have several files, or you might even have nothing. If the file was empty, it means that when you have installed your Revit software, template and library have not been installed on your system. So in other words, you need to go ahead and add them on your system after installing Revit. And this is not a difficult thing to do. You can just easily enter Autodesk website, download the libraries and families, and then install them on your system. Just remember, download the library which is related to your Revit version. Alright, now let's say we've done all of this. So I'm going to go back to the template folder here. Now, before I had a lot of folders, different folders, for example, Germany, Russia, Chinese, and so on. I removed all of them. And as you can see, now I only have English and Imperial. In English, I can work with metric system, and in English Imperial, I can work with inch system. Well, to be honest, most of the time we work with a metric system. However, here, as you can see, I kept the Imperial version as well, because we might work as a freelancer someday, and we might need to work with an inch system. But just like I said, most of the time we work with a metric system. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the English file. As you can see, we have many different folders and items. We have different templates for different disciplines. For example, for mechanics, you can use, for example, piping down here, or system default, metric, or even plumbing, or mechanical here. And we have other disciplines, for example, electrical. And if we wanted to work on an architectural discipline, we have, for example, default metric. For structural, we have structural analysis, default metric. And overall, we can find the template that we want from here. And if you remember, we said our tutorial is going to be about piping. So I'm going to go with this template down here, UK pipe template. Again, pay attention. This is a very good template that we can use for piping projects. So, obviously, this is not suitable for electrical projects. However, if you wanted to use a template suitable for both electrical and piping, you can go ahead and use system default metric. Now, to add these templates to your software, first you need to go ahead and copy this path up here. Then go back to Revit, click here, then again click on File, Options, then select File Location. We have this tab, Project Templates. Click on this plus symbol. Oh, and if you had other templates here which you didn't need, you can easily select and remove them. Anyway, I'm going to click on this plus, paste the path that we copied before, and then select and add the template that we needed. We said for piping, we're going to use this one here. Okay, it seems like we have actually added this before, so I'm going to remove this one. You know what? Let's actually add another one for architecture as well. Default metric. Or again, if you wanted a more complete template, we can go ahead and use system default metric here. So select and open. Now what I have here is an architectural template, a piping one, a structural one, and a systematic one, including MEP or mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. Alright, so this is how we can specify project templates. Now let's talk about families. Well, obviously we need family templates. Again, English, copy the path again, and back in here. And these would be our family templates. Now let's talk library. So English, US, copy the path. Then back in here, first click on places and add your template, which I've done before. Okay, and okay. All right, now your Revit software is ready to use. I mean, all of these were the primary settings that you need before you start working with Revit. And by the way, you only need to go through them once.